Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. We're jumping into the tropical park to do a bunch of work. And, I think we're gonna spend some time kind of cleaning up some stuff, clearing out a few things. Kind of make some room for some future development. I'm sorry I had a problem with my, OBS as soon as I started streaming. It didn't want to pick up the game. But we got it figured out now, so we're in good shape. So yesterday we did a little bit of landscaping. I fixed up a couple things. Added some scenery over here. Finished up this pool, which has turned out pretty nice. And I'm kind of conflicted, but I'm thinking about tearing this coaster down. And I can always relocate it somewhere another time. But I don't know. It's just in a tough spot, all the way boxed in the corner. I mean, this goes literally at the edge of the map. You can't do anything with this tree. It's just really wonky. But it's a pretty popular ride, so I'm really hesitant to get rid of it or do anything with it. We can always build it back. Or save it for another park. But I am thinking it's going to go away. That'll give us a little more room to work over on this side of the map, too. We can redo this. I haven't totally decided. I love planes. Welcome back, man. Can't stay, but just saying what up. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Hey. I don't have the expectation that anybody who comes on has to spend any certain amount of time. If you just want to pop in and say hi and head off, that's totally fine. If you want to watch the whole thing, you can. You want to watch half of it, come late, leave early. That's all good with me. I just appreciate you all being here. Chimpers, what's going on, man? How are you? Catch you tomorrow? Yeah. I will be... So I'll be doing definitely one flight for sure. I might do two. And I may or may not play this tomorrow night. So yeah, it was great having you back on. So hit me up, we'll talk flight sim and real world flying too. So, yeah, have a great evening again. Thanks for hanging out this evening. What time? Probably pretty similar to today, so 6:30 or 7 East Coast. I'm gonna grab a couple things real quick out of the kitchen. I think I'll be able to tune in for the whole stream tonight. Awesome. Got it. It's perfect for me. See ya. Yeah, take it easy, man. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on, because I'm getting a late start, and I did Flight Sim earlier. It was my first Flight Sim stream in over 9 months, so... I may stay on a little later than I normally do, though. I mean, I know some nights I've been on up to or past midnight. In the last 2 evenings, I was off about 10. So I've got a couple things to figure out with the new joystick flight controller that I have, because it was kind of going haywire. I don't think it's something wrong with the stick. I think it's wrong with the bindings, the programming in Flight Sim. So I'll have to check it. But I'll do that tomorrow before I fly. I do want to get enough time in this game tonight. Really, there's people running to get on this ride. It's a popular one. I don't want to shut it down. But I just don't think it fits over here in this location. Actually, Jimpers, I think this would be this would be one I think you might like to remake. Did I land safely? Yeah, Dale, I did. Thank you. Wasn't my best landing, but not bad for my first flight in the sim and close to a year. Have I heard about Kumba? Not recently. What? It started testing? Oh, man! Awesome! Believe me, whenever they say it's back open, I will be planning to head back down to Busch Gardens. I cannot wait to get back on that ride. Such a good coaster. I know it's a little bit of a controversial coaster, but I genuinely enjoy it. I'd love to get on it again, yeah. That's a really good sign, though. I'll bet you September 1st it'll be open. September 1st is Labor Day this year. It's early. But yeah, I bet you it'll be open by the beginning of September. If not before. Okay. I'm gonna leave this for now, but I will probably take this out. Definitely gonna redo this wonky stuff. Might even just reroute the path a little. Because originally I had built the path all the way back at the edge, back when the original Kraken was over here, and it came almost all the way back. That's a holdover, I think. I think the Batwing was actually right here on the original one that I had built. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, but I'm thinking about trying to clean this up and maybe throw an invert on this plot. But we do have a little other room to work with. We could do away with this boardwalk concept, move it somewhere. Could I possibly put the RMC on the workshop so you can take your shot at rebuilding it? Absolutely. Let me do that right now. I actually might... Yeah, I do have it saved already. Okay. Yeah, it hasn't changed. Oh, it is uploaded. Let me know if you have any trouble, and I'll re-upload it. Yeah, the more I look at this, I actually am thinking of restarting this park. Try to organize it a little bit better from the start. Perhaps instead of these high peaks around the edges, maybe what I would do is do something in the center of the map. Kind of like what I'd done with the original dive coaster that I built up on that big mountain, except put that more toward the center. That way it would be more like a... the first parks that jump in my mind are Disneyland and the Magic Kingdom at Disney World and stuff, where you... It's a very circular layout, and you have some big centerpiece, and like a main square not far from the entrance. Because here you've got this plaza, and then you go forward basically immediately into the water park. And it's like you have a ring, kind of goes in awkward directions. Boxy, this over here is wonky. I try to fix it up, but I'd probably reuse a lot of the same things, or create things very similar in the style that they are here. Like this river rapids, that would be tough to do, although we could reshape the terrain around it for sure. The mine coaster, I'd like to make a better one. But, oh, look at that! That train's almost full. In your favor, I'm gonna make that zero-G stall longer. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love long zero-G stalls. We'd redo the surf coaster, kind of clean up the layout a little bit. But it's a pretty highly rated ride, though. Test results are pretty good on it, over 7. And we would definitely keep or redo in a very similar fashion. This is one of my favorite things that I've built in this park. This modular gift shop down here on the first floor. The ride station on the second floor. And then you've got this rooftop grill. And it is crowded. The park is almost full. The rating rebounded. And what I think I would do is maybe put this over less water. Kind of have the water more irregular and natural. And do like some splash elements or Something like that. I'm gonna try something while I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Because this was a trick that used to be available. Advanced move. It doesn't let you do that anymore. I wonder if they disabled that, because it was kind of a... not really a bug or a glitch, but kinda, I think, something that was unintended, that was an exploit. And I don't think it was widely done and abused. I mean, it's nothing inappropriate at all. But what people would do is use that advanced move and duplicate. Place a wave machine and advanced move it into the water and create waves. So what I'm gonna do is actually find... Ha! Can't go there. I can go there, but no advanced move. Wow, okay, I don't know. They may have done away with that. Look at this pool, though. The popularity is going up. Still not a lot of people sun lounging over here. I think more people are doing that. Oh, yeah. Definitely more people doing that over here at the wave pool. It almost feels like we're never... because there's a lot of chairs around this first row, so it almost feels like we're never going to get people up on these upper decks. I spent a fair bit of time doing that, so... it would kind of suck if nobody ever really went to them. Try to do something with the railroad. I really am tempted to put a monorail back in place. Just starting now. Sounds great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it. Alright. How are the lines over here looking? Oh, there's a couple people getting on. What I'm thinking we'll do here is... I don't know if we're gonna replace this with something else in this area, or maybe move it a little bit. I almost feel like I have too many zones. Like, the park really does feel kind of segmented. Free-lift reminds me a lot of Twisted Colossus. That was the inspiration for it, actually. Other than the turns, you still have the drop, you have Airtime Hill, and then you have the two kinda sideways Airtime Hills. This one got reprofiled when we redid the first drop. But this was a ton of fun to build. It's not the most realistic RMC, it's a double out and back. Which, I mean, they do have a number of. But I feel like it's probably a little bit too linear. Because it's a true double out back without many turns and stuff. I mean, you have a little bit of a curve there. Then you have the overbanked turn. But there's no helices, it's not a twister layout by any means. It just feels a little too linear to me. And I'm really thinking about reconfiguring this ride. I want to keep that helix right here, because that's a... This is kind of a staple feature of this area of the park. Like, you come up here and eat. Oh, you've made it significantly shorter. Oh, the height. Okay, I was thinking the length. Yeah. Is it 2? I thought the height on it was only like 206 or something like that. But, I mean, I know the first drop is 230 because it goes underground below the station. Or not below the station, but below station elevation, I mean. And there's another low point here. It's kind of worked into the existing terrain. I didn't really do much terrain modification for it, so I think that's part of why it's tall and wonky. And it is pretty fast if I remember right, like 80 miles an hour. 83, yeah, well. You've got the dive loop that was inspired by Air Force One. The diving barrel roll from Iron Gwazi. You've got a double up. You've got a triple quad down, actually. And then the pre-lift is very much like a Twisted Colossus. So I took inspiration from a few different RMCs, kind of the various elements. And we have this other park entrance over here. A lot of people leave. There's really nothing great over here. I'm thinking we might redo this pirate area. Probably going to keep the first half the exact same with minor changes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the second half of the ride. Let me go back to it. After the 0G stall, it doesn't do much. I mean, you have the quad down, couple weird banked hills, and then the 0G roll over the plaza, which really did not work out as intended. And this really awkward turn. So the second half is weak. Well, I would say the fourth quarter of the ride, so to speak. I'll say RMCs are not my strong suit. Look at how crowded this is over here. I think a lot of people have to go through here to get to the back of the park. So you get a lot of transient walkers. I don't really do anything with the water slide or the pools. Okay, here's somebody with a float. It's Queen Splash Float. Well suited. I would consider possibly moving this ride. I like how it has turned out. This was simple to build. It's actually quite popular. I was surprised at how popular it is. But I think that would be better suited somewhere else. Kind of this whole Tahiti area ended up changing. Because of how linear it is, since you have the surf coaster and this, which doesn't really fit the Tahiti theme, although it is water-based. And then just this long path over here to the train station and the rapids and the gold mine train. This looks super cool, but these over here almost feel a little out of place in the park. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe having a little, like, desert theme. Romic did such a good job with this, though. Like, it's way better than the dive coaster that I built. This wild mouse sucks. We got just the flat rides. I think it might be better to kind of spread them out. Because the whole concept of doing a boardwalk theme is that's where your flat rides are. You're overlooking the water, but you're really not overlooking water, and the paths are curvy. They're not linear. They're not wide. So I'd probably redo a lot of that. And I'd love to just get some of this terrain over here and bring it to the water park. But this is just a standout feature that I've had since the earliest days, and I really don't want to get rid of that. This over here is too bare bones. I'm just thinking of how I would want to change some of this stuff. Feels like it would take more effort to get it the way I want than it's worth. Having to delete a ton of stuff and move it around. It really does seem like it would be worthwhile to start a new park and build it kind of in the spirit of this, but with some significant layout changes. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this to start. And I think I'm gonna flatten this terrain. As much as I don't want to get rid of all of this cool kind of cove area. I mean, I could even leave a little bit like this, but to try to open this up a bit. So that actually doesn't look too bad. What we could maybe do is route this a little differently. And we could do some inland terrain work. And have this kind of flipped. I don't know though. I haven't fully decided that. This will kind of help give us the land we need for like future expansion. If I decide to do that. This over here get redone. Oh, I forgot I made that. I totally forgot about that. Ah. I'm not leaving out of this park, but I just want to look and see kind of what I have to work with. I've got the Greek park, which I've done almost nothing with, and the Viking one, which is pretty decent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. Some of this stuff that comes out in the center is really what's obstructing my ability to kind of do what I want to do. That's the tough thing. Yeah, I feel like I'm at an impasse in my mind with this. A little bit of a struggle. But, gonna be honest, I don't really think the death roll fits the layout of this arm, so you might have to remove it. That's fine. Yeah, if you think there's something better suited, then by all means. Uh-oh. Oh. Did she break it? There isn't the thought. Some great scenery, she likes it. Alright, who did it? Well, just like that, it's been fixed, so. Bit of litter we need cleaned up. Oh, now people are coming over to use the lounge chairs. That's a good sign. The question is, was that the girl that broke the bench or not? Because I didn't... She didn't have the thought, which is a telltale sign. But I have my suspicions, but just in case, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Just in case, though. Okay. I wish Frontier added the ability to throw people in the lake from Roller Coaster Tycoon. Then you could throw her right in. Yeah, right? Aha! I remember that. You know, back on my old computer, the one that ended up going bad. This was, I want to say, December, early January. I actually did open RCT2 for a little while, and I had a lot of fun with it. There's a chance I'll get back into that. But this game has really taken up my kind of theme park fix, I should say, game-wise. But OpenRCT2 is fun. So, I might do that. should do some RCT2 streams. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I did stream it a little bit. Back December, January, I think it was. Oh, I would. It's such an old classic. I mean, what's not to love? You could do so much with that game, too. But there's a lot of stuff in this newer... I mean, even the original Planet Coaster that you just flat out could not even attempt in the RCT series. Alright, let's see, because I want to do something here. Not being totally unproductive. I think at a point I will actually get rid of this. The original Planet Coaster 2, no, Planet Coaster Smooth Tool sucked. I heard this one is better, but I didn't hear that PC1 was... that it was bad. But I haven't played it, I'm not well versed with it, so I don't know. One thing kind of interesting about this, the water, and I think this is the game and not the GPU. I think it's just the game engine. Is when you look under the water. Yeah, it is there too. It's quite opaque. This one is like 100 times better. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I think we might. Even if you smoothed it 10 times, it would still be shaky. Oh, wow. I did see a lot of cool tutorials on smoothing it, though, and the custom elements and stuff like that. I really wish they'd do some tutorials for more custom elements in this. Like, they've covered custom loops and stuff like that, but getting into dive loops, inclined loops, etc. Hey, Shum, welcome back. Blanco 2, in my opinion, is, for all the hiccups, still the best theme park sim by far. Yeah. I'd say with the way it's come along, especially now. At launch, that was definitely more questionable. But I got the game a month after launch, or 2 months after, and I liked it. But I didn't play Planet Coaster 1. And I think a lot of the hate that people were giving this game was because it didn't have what Planet Coaster 1 had. But you're comparing a game that's been out for 8 years to a game that came out with 2 months time. Once you know how to build the loop and corkscrew, you can build any element. About like Heartline rolls or zero-G. Dive loops work practically the same as normal vertical loops. It's the entry into the loop, into the dive loop that I have trouble with. Second half of the loop isn't too bad. But to try to get a really nice snappy roll into the vertical loop, or into the dive loop, I should say, is tough. I mean, the in-game ones, it just feels too gradual for my preference. Try to get a more snappy roll like you would find on like Kumba and Kraken, or the 2 prime examples I think of. good dive loop. I spend a little time on the park management here. I think, you know what? I think we would do better with, some staff zones. And that is something I've put off for probably longer than I should have. It'd be so much simpler if you could smooth the pre-made elements. Yes! I'm considering putting a tutorial for elements up, not because I think I'm any expert, but because there's no satisfactory ones around. Yeah! At least give people, you know, a foundation to start with. I have a feeling this might end up being a little bit large, but we can just assign more people to it. Just cover the entire water park. No, you know what? On second thought, no, we won't. We'll break it up into two. Because that is a pretty sizable amount of land to work with. We'll set that to teal. And then assign staff. Alright. So we'll create another one. That'll encompass the pools. This plaza over here. Yeah, splitting it up, I think, is the way to go. We'll add that to the first one. And then you can always have kind of some people that aren't assigned and can just roam around, cover where needed. Have I seen Coaster Dash's new Japan videos? I have. I saw he posted them. I have not watched them yet. I know Airtime Thrills is also over in Japan right now, or was. I know he's posted a few. definitely a little envious of me. Look, I've wanted to go to Japan for a long time. And not just for theme parks. I mean, kind of long before that. I think that's okay. That might be actually a little large. We could actually extend that a little bit. First one was pretty boring and they rode one coaster. Oh man, watching the newest one and skipping the first. Okay. Oh, this is cool. You can rename them. Go with Water Park. West, Water Park, East. Based on your dive loop remark on the same example, on face value, a dive loop is just an Immelmann in reverse, but it ain't, especially with the fixed elements on here. No! It's, dive loop enters at more of an angle. Whereas the Immelmann, usually, not always, but spits you close to 180 degrees the other direction. That's not always the case, but in my experience, more often than not. I'm thinking just because this is crowded. Did you know the RMC dive loop, fun fact? Did you know the RMC dive loop is actually called a truss dive? No, I did not. That's interesting. I wish they didn't, like, gray this out so much, because it is difficult to kind of see, like, the paths and stuff. No, that's not too large of an area. That water park area is bigger. Oh, you have more icons to choose from? Oh, wow. Okay. This is a pretty large. Did it change your mind about the stall? gonna make it shorter. Wait, the stall or the death roll? Missed Coaster Dash by hours when they visited Alton Towers in Blackpool last year. Oh, man. Yeah, that would have been cool if you could catch him. How does that compare? That's a pretty sizable area. Cover that there. I'll do Orchid for this over here. I'm not worried about renaming all of these right now. A lot of rides over here, so we'll have to have a couple more mechanics probably. But this will all be This is kind of... Yeah, this is the problem with kind of everything being so grayscaled. It's hard to tell where things, like, transition over. You can hardly see the path. That one's actually a bit small. So maybe can expand it down to the train station. And also based on just how much activity there is kind of around here. And it's likely we'll redo some of this. And the last one. Watch so we can see. cover all of this up here. We got fireworks going. Oh, wow, yeah. One more. Kind of the entrance plaza, so to speak, because it's so crowded. Alright, there we have our staff zones. Speaking of... let me see here. Let me get caught up on chat. Wickerman was down when they visited. It's a decent but nothing special wooden coaster on its own, but the theming and the whole experience elevates so much. Night Ride with the fire effects in the dark and the horror theme really makes it. Speaking of night rides, oh man, I know where this is going. I was at Kings Island, yep, the Beast, last month because I have a bunch of family up in Mason, and I got 3 night rides on the Beast. They all were, oh man, I am jealous. That's like a bucket list for coaster enthusiasts, is a night ride on the Beast. I've heard it's a fun ride in the daytime, but it just doesn't live up to the standard of a night ride, since it's out in the forest and everything like that. I'd love to try I'd love to do like a day ride, and then a twilight ride, and then a full-out night ride on that. Yeah, I'm a little jealous too, for sure. Alright, let me go back into staff. Oh, we're not going to be able to do it from here. Oh! I forgot about this. Let's go with... Oh, do we not have brown available? We have that. Beast Voyage and Raven in the Dark. Ah. The reason why it's so good is because it's pitch black, you're out in the forest. The ride itself is also pretty good. Has nice airtime. I would love to experience that at some point. Now that should be okay for staff zones. Now the trick is getting people into them. Last year we got night rides on Voyage, Legend, and Raven. I have tons of family in Indiana. Ooh. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to go into here. Start assigning zones. I've got so many janitors. Don't know what to do. Now, where in the world am I supposed to go? Oh, staff zone. Oh, here we go. Oh, gosh. So we'd have to go into every one of these. Wow. And assign them. Oh. Well. That sounds like it may actually be more effort than it's worth. That seems like it's just going to be a nightmare. Set all of that up. Find that out, I wouldn't have done it.
Hey!
Well, I suppose you could do it this way. Yeah, that's gonna be... Oh, can you not assign? I'm not gonna do all of that on stream. I'll have to keep that in mind for the next park that I do, is to do the staff zones early on. Voyage's night ride brought me places, man. Sounds pretty awesome. Let's go in at nighttime, see the fireworks. It's nice to see the park at night. Let's get... Oh, you know what? Let's get a night ride on a coaster. Be cool to... I'll ride this. I want to get a back row ride. Let's get a back row ride on this coaster. Oh, shoot. Really? There we go. Gonna have a night rides event at Blackpool this weekend. Only managed a twilight ride on the big one, but so ready for that in the dark and back row. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Plus, I mean, the coasters, you know, have warmed up all day, so the night rides, you know they're going to be running hot. I want to reprofile that hill so it doesn't have as much of a straight track on the hills, so to speak. We'll see if we can catch the fireworks. Yeah, a little bit there. Get it close. Look at the helix. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, that's a weird profile on that. Just finished the RMC. Looking forward to checking it out. Getting the share code. Awesome! I'm looking forward to checking it out. No, we're stuck on the brakes. That is weird. Yeah, there are a couple weird transitions on this ride. That right here, right in front of the restaurant, though, is one of my favorite things about that. Off of that. What I would really like to do is try to get the fireworks somewhere. Almost like where you have an amphitheater or like a plaza or something like that. People can look at them. Because over here they're a little close. Like if you come back to like over here, it's like the perfect location for them to watch them. The speakers are far back. It's one of my favorite songs in the game. Now we switch back to, oh, entering winter. It's gonna be showing. Go back into the daytime so we can see some stuff. Oh, one thing I had mentioned yesterday and I forgot to check it out. What is the largest screen? 8, 4, 32. And it still doesn't totally cover the waterfall. Now it's true you can upscale it, you can make it a 64 meter screen. Advanced move, advanced scale. Oh, you can make it... Just wow. Where in the world would you set that up? It's a 96 meter screen. It's like almost as big as the coaster. Just for laughs. Enter the park, and you're faced with a 300-foot screen Chief Beef ad. Oh man, the fireworks barely make it over the screen. The screen looks like the monolith in 2001. That is the most shameless advertising pitch. ever known to mankind. Well, I don't know, but maybe in the Planet Coaster world. Oh, that was fun to screw around with. Alright, share code. Do I need to put this in another park? Yeah, we Chief Beef. Anybody want to see a 96-meter Chief Beef ad? Oh, Mamba Reborn. This is, yeah, that's gotta be it. Yep. Most likely, okay. I'll get out and do another park. Save. I'm looking forward to checking this out. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, it seems like a more intentional relift, so that's good. Whoa! Ooh, a mid-course. Interesting. Nice. Wow. I like that. If you have a Blade Runner 2025 park, yeah, stick the Chief Beef Titan screen there then. Alright, let's get off the ride. Yeah, a little slower. Definitely a little more modest drop, but it looks like you kept the... Is that 90 degrees? Or it looks like it's 90. I think in mine I made it... I had to turn the track limits, I think, is the setting. I had to turn that off to be able to get it to go. Because I think by default the maximum is 85. And I think I made mine with like 91 or 92. Another kind of nod to Iron Blasi. Really nice little hop here. Okay, it is 90, yeah. And then, good airtime hill. Really nice dive loop. And then you kept the turn, but then it kind of cuts back a little bit. So it's not the kind of conventional out back, so to speak. And then I like this over here. That was a really good second half. Way better than mine. plenty of pops of airtime, couple turns, so it's got like a T-shaped layout. But the track friction back to 1, I think the ride experience will be better. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I really like this, though. This is super well done. I will put this in the park. I would love to learn to do custom sports too. You know, it's weird in a good way that it slows down so much at this dive loop. It's almost like, because you took out the 0G stall, but it's almost like you kind of put one back in up here before you go through the actual loop, which is really neat. Carries a lot of speed in the second half. A stall dive loop, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. That's what you were going for. Okay. Yeah, then it makes total sense. Oh, that test, that came out lower. Considerably. I think I might turn the track friction back down. I don't know. Maybe down to 0.9. Let's bump it down. Could you run 3 trains realistically? Because it looks like for a while 2 of them were out and there wasn't one in the station. If it hurts, you know, the pacing, then you can get rid of it. You just have to time it so they don't sit on the brakes. Because I think part of that was the issue with mine too, is it was so long and only ran 2 trains. Because it had no mid-course. Uh-oh. Tried to run 3 and it kept block checking. Yeah, as I found. I'll try that there. RMC hybrids have only been on Zadra and Untamed. Zadra's phenomenal, Untamed brilliant. You know, a lot of people say Zadra's the top 3. Iron Gwazi, Steel Vengeance, and Zadra. I'm not very familiar with Untamed, but I mean, from what I've heard, it's a really good one too. Double up. Almost no brakes there. Zadra's the weakest of the 3 hyper hybrids. I've not heard that. I can see it because Iron Gwazi and Steel Vengeance are just so good, but that's not saying much to the point that Zadra's still an incredible ride. I guess you could say it taking a 16-ounce gold bar, a 15-ounce gold bar, and a 14-ounce gold bar. They're all still super good. Yeah, look at that, 6.5. That helped. I don't know, I think with it at 0.8 it was fine. 1 I think was too low. I think that's good though. Maybe 0.9. This seems like a sweet spot. Alright, let me get out of this park. Oh, come on. Hit the... Every hyper hybrid is a top 10. I can't remember the website I'm thinking of, though. Let me look it up real quick. Oh, Captain Coaster. Yeah, Steel Vengeance, Zadra, and Iron Gwazi are top 3. Interesting. I'm gonna pull this up. I'm gonna pull this on screen real fast, just for laughs. But Steel Vengeance, Zadra, Iron Gwazi, those flipped. Wow. Velocicoaster, Ejaneka, Ride to Happiness. Hakugai, I'm not surprised. Taiga, I'm not familiar with. Airy Force 1 and Fury. Untamed, yeah, there you go. Wildcat, Revenge. Interesting. Yeah, that's really neat. Anyway, out of that there. And I'm gonna go back into my park. You know, one thing a lot of people say about Iron Gwazi is you get a morning ride and it's not all it's cracked up to be. Leviathan was out of the top 20. I didn't go further to look. It's probably in the top 40. I'm putting that in the park. This is statistic-wise for the EFN. This is slightly higher, but I like that other one so much more. And it actually might get more people going on it since it's slightly less extreme. So as soon as that train dispatches, now you know what, we're gonna cut the path off. There's nobody else in the queue anyway, so. Alright, get on the ride. Wait, did these people just exit off? They did. Well, that's so weird. It kicks them off the ride. Oh. Because the path isn't... Because it was severed. Okay. Taiga is a launched Intamin. Oh! When I looked at it, it looked more like Mach at first. Blitz in Finland. Okay. Wait, that's the same kind that Cheetah Hunt is. That's a Blitz, isn't it? I tell you, Cheetah Hunt. It's certainly not a top coaster at Busch Gardens. I mean, that obviously goes to Iron Gwazi. But a cheetah hunt, it doesn't do, in my opinion, it doesn't do anything outstanding, but it does everything good. And it's enjoyable by a ton of people. It's mild, but it's fun. I shouldn't say mild. I mean, it packs a punch. But it's not extreme like a lot of the other coasters at Busch Gardens. And it's just so much fun. Like, I've never had a bad ride on Cheetah Hunt. Trains are clear. We're gonna go ahead and delete this. Alright. Here is going to be the tricky thing. Where are we going to put... Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's going to be a little tough. Can't build. Can't go there. Can rotate it, but I don't want to really... That, yeah, that intrudes into that too much. Can't really run it that way. Is there... Do you know if there's a, if there's a key where you can mirror the coaster? Because what I'd want to do is, if possible, mirror it. So you could put it back toward the edge like this, but have the, kind of the T section and the station reversed. Just for placement purposes. They're all the same model. Taiga is more comparable to Velocicoaster or Pantheon. I'll tell you. Yeah, it's more comparable to those two. Yeah, so is there a way to mirror the coaster? Like if you... And I mean just in general for anything, is there a way to take a blueprint and mirror it? Flatten that out a bit. Just move these over here for a little bit. Oh, come on. Okay. He's excited he gets to walk over to the, There we go. Walk over there. We'll just place that there as a placeholder for the time being. And... let's do the delete tool. Turn paths on, path extras. Clean all of that up. everybody's ecstatic about the decking, right? We'll put that there for now. We're gonna clean all of that up. And we do the same thing for these. As soon as they get their food. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to fit that coaster over here, but it might be tough. If I don't have, if there's not a way to mirror a coaster blueprint, then I'm also not sure if that would mess up the like overall ride rating or experience too. So I don't know. Park is looking great though. It's coming along. It's got a ways to go. Or I can get it really ideally in the configuration that I would want. There's not a way as far as I know. Ah, that sucks. Oh well. No worries. Oh, welcome by the way. You could try advanced move rotate. Yeah. Alright, come get your food, people. As soon as these people order. Alright. Wait a second. Wait, the TV's in the air! Those right there for now, maybe. That'll be nice for people getting off the train. Nothing to see here, folks. We'll put that right here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ha! It's weird because that connected fine, but the like this and the restrooms were floating. I'll just put those there for now. Okay. So let's see here. Let me just find an open enough area to test this. So let's go in and place that. Oh, that's still large for over here. Holy cow. Alright, so just hypothetically speaking. Oh man, now that takes up a lot of space. That is going to be tough. Let's just, for a short time, just for laughs, set that up right there. Advanced move. Hope you can't scale it. Rotate. What do we even... No, it rotates. Reset rotation. No, I guess you can't. Oh, well. No worries. We'll find a way to get it to fit. That may require us to change a few things over here. Let me just look, though. If we place it back here, it's actually a little bit further... Or not further, but I should say closer to the main path, so it's not as much out of the way. The problem with it over here is that it just goes too far over into this. We'd have to clean that up and probably move that Schwarzkopf looper. Other option would be over here. It goes kind of over the main entrance, which could be interesting, but then it obscures. We put it in a different area of the park, though. Like, I guess that is kind of something that could... Ooh. Might have to... No, that might be blocked off at the corner. It takes up a lot of land. That's what you get with such a big coaster, though. And if we did it over here... You could do something like that. But then it's in the way of stuff over there. Okay, we may have to get rid of a couple things to fit that in. Or move them. Could do something. Well, no, that goes right over the pool. But my thought, it would be cool to have it almost kind of like the Beast going out into the woods. You kind of go out into the jungle, so to speak. Especially this T part. Really nothing else around, just thick forest. I think would be an ideal. So... Could maybe do it over here, but that would be... It could go over here, but that kind of... What we could do is move this further back. Move that further back. Do away with this, or relocate all of that stuff. And fit it somewhere. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that. I may save that for a future iteration of this park. But I really want to replace it. Or replace what I took out with that, because it's just such a good looking ride. Yeah, see, this area here would be perfect for something like that. So it may require us to move these two coasters back here and do something different with that. And then the railroad. That's in the way. About over here just to get the ride up and running. Could have it go over here. Kind of if we redo the pirate. Oh, man, look at that, though. That'd be cool if there's a way to get rid of the water and everything. That could be a really good spot for it. You could do the other way around like that, too. Of course, we'd have to reconfigure all of that stuff. I really want to get this in the park. See. Now, where could we go with this stuff? Yeah, that's some really wonky terrain. Look at all that mess. I think I'm gonna hold on to that. And possibly try to move some stuff around to get that to fit in that area, or possibly over here. See, it's almost 11. No, I haven't really done a long stream tonight on this game, so... Oh, look at the floating trees. Doesn't even reach those. Now it does. Yeah, I'm gonna think about to change the layout on some of this stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Got a couple things to do before I get to bed. So we'll be picking up with this possibly tomorrow night. If not, definitely Friday. So I know I'll be back on tomorrow, gonna do some flight sim, and I'd like to try to pick back up with this tomorrow, if I get time. There's not enough time in the day to do everything I'd like to do. But I'm gonna end it here. Really great job with that, Jimpers. That was awesome. As soon as I figure out a plot to clear and place that, we're definitely gonna do that. So. But that's gonna do it for me for this tonight. We'll pick back up either tomorrow or Friday. Maybe catch some of y'all on for Flight Sim tomorrow. But yeah, hope y'all have a great evening or morning or whatever time it is for you. we'll catch you all next time, and as always, until then, take care, stay safe. We'll see ya.